What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back with another video for you guys today. Now it's Monday, so of course I'm here to bring you guys your Monday motivation for this week. So let's get into it. So today we're going to be talking about how to be your own boss and why you need to start acting like your own boss. And when I say this, I'm not referring to having a 9 to 5 or not having a 9 to 5. I'm completely talking about your own life. You see, there are enough of you out there who have great potential, want to accomplish great things, want to do big things in this world, but you can't get there unless you start acting like a boss. And today, not only am I going to tell you why you need to start acting like a boss, but I'm also going to explain what you need to do so you can start acting like a boss. I'm also going to give you 3 simple steps to help you start acting like a boss so you can start putting yourself on the right path to success. But before we get into that today, please make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up on this video. That's the first step to becoming a boss. If you think about it, that's really important part of becoming a boss. You know, if you want to start acting like a boss, hit that like button, but also comment down below. Just give me some feedback, anything you want to say. It is in reference to Monday motivation. If you want to help people get motivated for this week, just let me know. Drop it in the comment section below, as always. Also, make sure you guys are hitting the red button if you're new around here. We've gained like 40 new subscribers in the last couple of weeks, so please keep that going. You know, we've had a good run so far. Again, I don't want it to stop, so keep it going. Let me know that you appreciate what's going on here. Lastly, please make sure to share these videos with your friends to get them out to more people, help out more people, and increase more people's potential. Because at the end of the day, we want everyone to start acting like a boss. So you need to start acting like a boss by getting your friends to start acting like a boss. That right there is exactly what we call a boss move. So enough of that, let's talk about what you need to do to start acting like a boss. So the first step, taking ownership. With great power comes great responsibility. So that means you know you're the best. You know that you're the person. You're that guy. That means you step up and you take ownership. And I'm serious here. You need to start taking ownership. If you want to start acting like a boss, which you need to do, you need to start taking ownership. Make sure that whatever you do, you step up. You take control of things. You do the things that are in your power so you can get to where you deserve to be. Not only where you want to be, but like I said, where you deserve to be. Because if you don't take ownership, you're never going to get there. You want that power, you want to be that person, that guy, then show up. Take ownership. Take control of what you need to do. Take control of what you can and start stepping up to the plate. Those challenges that come in your way, those obstacles that you need to overcome, take ownership. Step up and do what you need to do. Do everything in your power to overcome those. Because on this journey to success, on this journey to achieving what we want to achieve, you're going to have to go through those difficult times. You're going to have to go through those periods of fear when you're scared of, what might happen. It could come down to simple things like, not being sure, if you want to ask someone something, not being sure if you need to execute on something. Those kind of things, that's when you need to take ownership, take responsibility, and do your part. Again, when it comes to your journey, when it comes to what you want to succeed in, you're going to have to go through those obstacles. You're going to have to go through those times of doubt, fear, uncertainty, even sometimes unhappiness, being held back by different things. But every single successful person went through those things as well. But they took ownership. They stepped up to the plate. They did what they needed to do by taking ownership. You take everything that's in your control, take your power and use it to your ability. Use it to the best of your ability. Control what you can. No matter what happens to you, negative things may happen to you. In fact, negative things will happen to you, but you've got to bounce back. You've got to control what you can. Forget about, what's external. Focus on what's internal. Focus on what you can control, how you bounce back, how you move forward after a loss, how you take your losses, how you can turn those into wins. Because I tell you, the more you learn to do that kind of thing, the sweeter your wins will be. The more you can step up to the plate and take ownership, the better you will be and the closer you will be to all your goals and dreams. And that rolls right into the second point I want to mention. Take responsibility. When you want to be the boss, when you want to be that person who is a boss, you have to take responsibility. That means, like I said in the first point, taking ownership. That means taking on whatever you need to take on. But most importantly, when it comes to taking responsibility, you actually accept that things are your fault. Whatever was in your control, you didn't do. Whatever you lost, that was your fault. If you got taken advantage of, again, you've got to look at yourself. That's how this thing works. If you want to be the boss, you have to start acting like it. And acting like it means taking responsibility, accepting that things are on your shoulders, accepting that you are, guilty for some things, accepting that you were the one who got hurt because you did things wrong. You see, it's funny because a lot of people, and it's really common, they like to complain and blame other people. When you want to be a boss, you don't blame other people. You look at what you could have done. You look at what you did, what you didn't do. Yeah, I know it's easy to say, oh, I didn't do this because he did that or she did that. It's her fault, it's his fault. But when you want to be a boss, when you want to act like a boss, you don't blame other people. You take responsibility. Whatever you missed out on is your fault. Whatever you did or didn't do, it's your fault. Again, it comes back to whatever goes on in your life. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. If you want to be a boss, you have to start taking responsibility. I'm telling you, there are so many painful moments that it does seem that, are caused by other people. That's natural. But when you look back at it, there was things that you could have done. Sure, if you trusted them, yeah, I know that's a bad thing when you get taken advantage of, but again, it's your fault. You got to take responsibility. Yeah, I know it's easy to say things could have been different. In fact, maybe things should have been different. But what did you do? What did you do wrong? What did you do right? What could you have done? What should you have done? That's all a part of taking responsibility. Again, this comes down to focusing on what you can control. It's all up to you at the end of the day. But look at it this way. The same way you take responsibility for your wins, what you did right, is the same way you got to take responsibility for your losses, for what you did wrong. It's all a part of your life in the whole context of things, but it's also a part of your everyday life. You missed the bus? Well, why didn't you leave home a little bit earlier? You lost some money betting? Well, you should have put in less money. You should have known if you could have afforded to lose that money or not. That's all a part of being a boss. You've got to learn to take responsibility if you want to start acting like a boss. Number 3, setting an example. So that's you being a good example. So, you're on a sports team. Get into practice first. Leaving there last. Putting in the work, putting in the hours, putting the effort. Showing people what you're about. And this also rolls into what I talked about on Saturday. When you start something new. That involves being that example to people. You might try something new, like I mentioned. And maybe, it's not working out for you. Eventually it will start working out for you and people want to be like you. That's all a part of setting an example. Be that example to other people. Be that person they look up to, who they want to be like. Keep learning in everything that you do. Keep helping other people out in everything you do. Show them that you're a good person. Show them that if you are capable of it and you can do it, then they have no reason that they can't do it. Be that example. Being a leader. That's all part of being a boss. I'm telling you guys out there have enough to inspire people. I always try and inspire people with this channel, and I'm telling you, you guys have the potential to inspire people just as well. Show people what you can do. Show people what you're capable of. Show up and show out. If you're at work, be a hard worker. Be a person who puts in 110%. And that's not to say that, that it stops there. Show people that, you're managing this and this, they can do the same. Of course, not everyone is the same, but you can set an example. You can be an example. Show people what they can do. Help people learn. Teach people. Increase their ability. Show them how they can maximize their potential. This all, what I'm doing right now, is part of being a boss. Showing you guys what is possible. Letting you guys understand what is possible, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. This is all part of being an example, and that's part of being a boss. People don't want to copy and, follow people who are not succeeding. They don't want to do things which are bad, which are not going to get them anywhere. They want to be like other people who are succeeding. When it comes to making money, when it comes to being healthy, lifting weights, being active, being on the right path, making good decisions. That's all a part of good things in your life. Those are all good things in your life which people see and they want to be like. Think about what the people you idolize, people you want to be like, people you wanted to be like when you were younger. They weren't people who were bad, who didn't succeed. They were people who did well, who were the showstoppers, who are, the people out on the big stage. They were people who made you think, wow, I want to be like that one day. If they can do it, I can do it. The people who push you to become harder, people who make you want to be better. Those are all boss movements. Those are all boss acts. You guys need to understand setting an example, being a good example is all a part of becoming a boss. For some of you, you might have even bigger goals. You might want to be the first millionaire in your family. I don't know what it may be, but all of this stuff, it comes down to being a boss. It comes down to taking ownership. It comes down to taking responsibility, being a boss, being an example. This is all part of being a boss. I'm telling you, nobody who has succeeded in this life has done it by not taking ownership, not taking responsibility, not setting a good example. All those things come together when you want to start acting like a boss. You have the tools, you have the opportunities, let's use it, let's make it right. Let's do what we can to fulfill our potential to the absolute maximum. So, it is a new week. Go out and do great things. Be a boss, start acting like a boss. Whatever you do today, take ownership, take responsibility. Start planning how you can set a good example. Get to work on time, do your tasks properly. Wherever you work, if it's in an office, if it's in a restaurant, your waiter, in a retail, it doesn't matter what you do. Be a good example. Start making boss movements. People annoy you, see what you did wrong. See what you could have done better. See what you didn't do right. Start looking at yourself. Start looking at yourself in the mirror and thinking, what have I done? What could I have done? All these kind of things are boss movements. Do these kind of things and trust me, you'll see not only your life change for better, but you'll start pushing yourself closer to that success you deserve. Start pushing yourself closer to the success that you desire. I'm telling you, it all starts with these kind of small things. Taking responsibility, knowing when to show up, knowing what you did and what you didn't do. Being a good example, doing the right things to help other people start being influenced by you and want to be like you. Taking ownership, controlling what you can control, being in control, using your power to your advantage. All of these kind of things are boss movements. Start acting like a boss this week, guys. Please go out, be great, do your best to show out, show what you can do, and start doing what's going to benefit you in the long run. As always, like I said on this channel, we have a long-term perspective. Things may go wrong in the short term, that's all a part of it, that's fine. But look at the long-term perspective. See if things are going to matter 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line. Start thinking ahead. Start thinking ahead of the game. Be steps ahead. Make moves. Be a boss. So as always, I hope you guys are now ready, up for the week. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, like I've said already, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, share, all the good stuff. Also, check out those links in the description. We've got timely watches, my smartwatch company. We've got affiliate marketing for my smartwatch company. We've also got free Bitcoin if you sign up through Coinbase, free stocks if you sign up through Robinhood, and also we've got a free online guide to making your first online profits. So please check that out. First in the description if you want to download that. Lastly, I want to say positive energy to you guys. Have a great week. Go out and be great. But that's today's video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching today's Monday Motivation. I got into making. You got boss moves to be chasing. See you guys tomorrow for another video. Peace.